But yeah, no, I just wanted to open the show by opening up to you guys and letting you know that I'm a disappointment to my family. I think a lot of people can relate to that, actually. Yeah, no, cheers all around. Yeah, no, my dad likes to make a lot of stupid jokes. I think we've all heard, like, dad jokes before. My dad likes to make jokes like, did you buy those jeans with the holes in them? And, like, really, you're gonna eat 4 hot dogs? And like, I'm gonna go for a run. You wanna come with me? But I'm not the most disappointing relative. Yeah, my brother's in jail, and I feel like we all have that relative, though, that we just don't talk about, or if we talk about them, we introduce them as my brother who's in jail, not my brother. You know, like, there's like my aunt who sells self-portraits on Craigslist, or like my cousin who turned her dead cat's body into a bomb. But it's like a uniting force among people, I feel like. Like when someone comes up to me at a party, and they're like, yeah, I was the other day with my cousin, you know, my cousin who like sells herself out on the streets, you know, for money. And I'm like, hey, same. My brother's in jail, it's cool, like I get it. Yeah, so I don't know, I kind of like that uniting force, and I kind of like that I'm not the most embarrassing member of my family. I appreciate that. I thank Sam in my mind every day for being the disappointing one. But, I mean, to be fair, I do a lot of stupid shit. So, like, this one time, we went to St. Louis. My dad wanted to buy a guitar, so we went to the Guitar Center in St. Louis. And I had to take a shit. So I go, and I'm pooping in the Guitar Center bathroom, and I lose track of time because it's a Guitar Center, so people are playing music, so you just start to enjoy yourself. And I come out, and I can't find my parents anywhere. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go up to the sales associate, and I'm like, hey, have you seen my parents? Like, where are my parents? And he's just like, I don't know. So I start crying, and I'm like, I need my mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, no, I don't. They're gone. And so they're like, do you want to use our phone? And I was like, yeah. And so they take me back to their phone. And then I get to it, and I'm like, I can't remember my mom's phone number. And they're like, oh, what do we do? So they call the police officers to come give me a ride, and that's the story of how I got to ride to the White Castle in the backseat of a cop car. And I was 21 years old. But yeah, no, to be fair, stupid shit happens to me, like, without me asking for it, though. This one time I ordered a pizza, and the pizza delivery guy shows up, and I say, hey, how's your night going? And that was my first mistake, because he goes, oh, it's terrible. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, man. Go away. And he just starts going to the story of why his night is terrible. He's like, yeah, I was making a Snapchat story, and I like jumped up and scared my boss, and he hit me over the head with a pan. And I was like, well, that sucks. I'm really sorry, dude. Go away. And he's like, yeah, and like, you wouldn't apologize to me. And then I was like, this is starting to sound like a couple's feud. And he just keeps going, and he's like, yeah, you wouldn't apologize. And I was like, man, you need to apologize to me. And my boss wouldn't apologize, and I told him, hey, fuck you, man. I'm not going to the Renaissance Fair with you anymore. That's a true-ass story.